This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. WBTV News at 11 starts right now.
New tonight, the Powerball jackpot at $360 million, drawing moments away. And now we found a time-tested strategy that could help you win big.
But first, at 11 o'clock, a NASCAR driver arrested and charged with stealing another driver's trailer. And tonight, Mike Harmon is telling his side of the story exclusively to WBTV News. Good evening and welcome. I'm Molly Grantham.
I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome. Mike Harmon took to Twitter tonight to clear his name, saying he wants it known he's never stolen so much as a piece of bubble gum. And he adds there's no video to prove that he was involved in this theft. But there is surveillance video, and here it is. Again, Harmon says he's not it. All new at 11 o'clock. David Spunt spoke exclusively with Mike Harmon tonight. So, David, does he have an alibi?
Paul, he says he has a strong alibi. He tells me he was in Darlington, South Carolina for a race over the weekend, watching a friend drive his car in that race. You may remember NASCAR driver Mike Harmon for this famous crash back in 2002. But now Harmon is back in the news defending himself.
Been around a long time, but I've never stolen much as a piece of bubble gum. And to be arrested for a felony is ridiculous.
Harmon is standing his ground after he was arrested in Shelby for stealing fellow driver Jennifer Jo Cobb's trailer.
I did not take her holler. I have not been to her shop. And how they convinced the law to put a warrant out after me, I don't know.
Harmon told WBTV he and Cobb have had problems in the past, and they are currently going to court over what he calls business disagreements. Still, he says that does not mean he broke into Cobb's garage and stole her trailer. Authorities believe they have enough evidence against you. How do you refute that?
Well, they say they got a video of me being there. They can't have because I have not been there.
Harmon is talking about this surveillance video that shows someone stealing Cobb's trailer, and Harmon wants to know who was behind the wheel. What do you do to get the trust back of your fans?
Man, I don't know. I mean, people that know me know that I didn't do this. It's ridiculous. I mean, you know that everybody's shop is under surveillance. Our shop's under surveillance. Why would you put yourself in harm's way like that? I mean, I don't have to do anything like that. There's no reason. I have nothing to gain.
That interview was shot just moments after he was released from jail on $10,000 bond. He says his civil dispute with Cobb will continue in federal court in a few weeks. I reached out to Jennifer Jo Cobb this evening to respond to Harmon's interview. I didn't hear back from her, though. She did release a statement during the day saying she just wants her trailer back. It's still missing tonight. David Spunt, WBTV on your side.
David, thanks. Breaking news from the South Park area. An off-duty CMPD officer accidentally shot himself in the leg tonight. This happened at Phillips Place. This group of shops and a movie theater off of Fairview Road at Cameron Valley Parkway. Investigators tell us the officer shot himself in the leg. He was taken to the hospital. He should be okay. No one else was injured. We're still working to gather information on this breaking story. Follow us on Twitter at WBTV News for the latest developments.
New at 11 o'clock, President Obama is firing the acting head of the IRS over a far-reaching scandal involving unfair scrutiny of conservative organizations.
First, we're going to hold the responsible parties accountable. Yesterday, I directed Secretary Lew to follow up on the IG audit to see how this happened and who was responsible and to make sure that we understand all the facts.
President Obama says he also wants a safeguard put in place to prevent this from happening again. And now Congressman Robert Pittenger is demanding to know why the IRS targeted the Billy Graham Evangelical Association. We first told you about this last night. Franklin Graham wrote President Obama saying his religious charities were unfairly scrutinized last fall. Pittenger says he wants answers from the IRS.
Emergency management says there's no need to worry about a radioactive leak at this nuclear power plant on Lake Wylie.
And the likelihood of this actually getting into groundwater is rare.
100 gallons of water containing tritium leaked at the Duke Power Station early this morning. Duke tested the groundwater. They tell us the levels found were less than 1/2 of the level allowed and pose no public health risk.
Attorneys for a Cleveland man accused of holding 3 women hostage says he will plead not guilty. Attorneys say the Ariel Castro has been portrayed as a monster, but after meeting with them, they say they don't see him that way. Castro is being held on $8 million bond.
We are asking state health officials to explain why an abortion clinic that was shut down for safety violations could reopen so quickly. We are at a preferred women's health clinic when it opened this morning. Now, just last Friday, the state ordered it closed. The only thing the state would tell us today is that the the problems were addressed to their satisfaction. WBTV filed a Freedom of Information Act request with the state to find out why the clinic is reopening. We'll let you know when they respond.
Tonight marks 1 month since terrorists attacked the Boston Marathon. Now a woman who survived the blasts in our area is making plans for the future. On Note 11 o'clock, Brigida Mack spoke with Demi Clark about how she says she hopes to give back. Great story, Brigida.
It is, Molly. This is a woman who really just doesn't stop. I'm in awe of her fearlessness, her unfailing positivity. She says you live life with faith, not fear, a mantra she puts into practice each day to make a difference in the lives of others.
You kind of come home and you feel a little alien.
Just feet from the finish line when the first bomb exploded. The smile on Demi Clark's face fades only briefly when she reflects on the dark days she's had since the Boston bombings.
One night it's waking up in a cold sweat at 3 in the morning and having a bad dream, and the next it's sleeping like a baby.
Her husband and 2 daughters were on the opposite side of the finish line. In the 30 days since that terrible day, Demi says they're working to establish a new normal, one shaped by the realization of just how fragile life really is.
What was my normal before? Was I really present every day? Was I really showing up to my life every day?
Her goal now, be present and purposeful each day.
Your purpose is in front of you. It's just a matter of how much you want to look and find it.
Demi's purpose of making a difference in the lives of others is already paying off.
Governor Haley's office called last week.
She's been tapped for a statewide task force to combat the rising problem of childhood obesity.
How can we get access for children who don't have access to healthy eating, to fitness programs? How can we do that?
Meantime, Demi continues to run.
I just feel this responsibility to get outside and keep running. I have 2 legs that help me to run, and I need to be an example.
Bolstered by these words of a new tattoo from a famous Maya Angelou poem and a profound sense of gratitude for the second chance she's been given.
The message I'm trying to spread to others is no matter what happens, I still rise. So get up and get after it.
Get up and get after it. Demi is also working with several foundations to start a program that would pair active duty soldiers with survivors of the Boston bombings. The hopes is that soldiers can share their knowledge of how to deal with trauma and PTSD in a way that could be healing to those survivors. Molly?
Thanks a lot, Brigida. Breaking news now from Los Angeles. A man is in police custody. An apartment building has been evacuated after officers discovered possible explosive devices. Investigators say this all started after a traffic stop, but they say this does not appear to be related to any terrorist plot. Several buildings have been evacuated. We, of course, will stay on this, Paul.
Crime Stoppers now offering a $1,000 reward to solve a bizarre murder in Albemarle. 27-year-old Jason Burleson found dead in his home on Sunday. Investigators tell us he was duct taped to a chair in his basement. These 3 men arrested in a 4-county crime spree facing new charges in Charlotte. They are accused of a home invasion in University City. Investigators say after that home invasion, they went on a crime spree across Cabarrus, Stanley, and Anson counties that included a high-speed chase and a shootout with deputies.
Tonight, flood victims who live along the Catawba River are still waiting to find out what kind of help they're going to get to rebuild.
We salvaged what we could, and the rest of it is going to the dump.
We went with state agents as they assessed the damage today. Now, if the state declares this a disaster area, the people here could get thousands of dollars in grant money and qualify for low-interest loans to rebuild.
And get this, more storms headed our way for the weekend. Live on Power Doppler Radar Network, you can see the system swirling over Texas. It's now being blamed for tornadoes. This one caught on camera tonight. There are reports of widespread damage, but so far we have not heard about anyone injured or killed in this one. But before these storms get here, well, we had a very warm day, but spring weather, almost summer, is back.
Eric, yeah, I was going to say, Eric's following it all. And Paul's right. It was more summer-like than spring, Eric.
Absolutely. When you're 3 degrees shy of 90 degrees, you're going to certainly be talking about summer-like weather. Have a look. And, of course, we all know by now that that summer-like temperature pattern has arrived, and that's going to apply even to the morning hours. Suddenly a mild start, 65 degrees. So, okay, the hot air is here. When does the Gulf moisture come? It is coming, and there you see the tornado watches again over Texas with what Paul and Molly just showed you. Those thunderstorms on the way. They will be affecting our weekend, which also means potentially the All-Star race. I'll keep you up to date with that. That's part of your 7-day First Alert forecast.
Eric, thank you. Now at 11, Powerball jackpot grown to $360 million. The drawing just happened. We'll share the winning numbers in just a moment. But first, what if we told you winning the lottery isn't just a game of chance?
Well, one man says he's developed a proven strategy that could have you rolling in the dough, and we're on your side to reveal the secret. It's a game of odds.
I never really had too much luck, so.
And the odds are the only place you'll see a big win is in your dreams. But what if there was a way to make sure you strike it rich?
Luck has nothing to do with this.
This guy says there is.
I'm the only person in the world that has actually come up with a method that works.
Don't believe him? Richard Lustig's methods won him 7 lottery jackpots and millions of dollars. He says it is not about cracking a code.
You just increased your chances of winning.
Powerball says the odds of winning are 1 in 175 million, but Lustig promises his method gets results.
And they hit a $9 million grand prize. Won $10,000, won over $23,000, hit a $2 million grand prize.
Lustig put his secrets into a book, but we are giving you the answer here. Always play the same numbers, buy tickets in bulk, and set a budget. It is that simple.
It's not that people are stupid, it's just that people don't know how to play.
Say we have people here looking at their tickets behind the cameras, Ross over here. So it's too late to use Lustig's advice to win tonight, but maybe luck was on your side this time, Ross. Pay attention.
Okay, here are the winning numbers. 2, 11, 26, 34, 41. The Powerball is number 32. Again, 2, 11, 26, 34, 41. Powerball 32. $360 million at stake tonight.
Okay, Ross, did
largest
you win?
ever.
Okay.
We didn't win. You'll be at work tomorrow, Ross.
We'll see you then. Forget the lottery. What about trying your chances at local sweepstakes parlors? Next at 11, despite state laws and judicial rulings, they are still open across North Carolina. So we are going straight to the Attorney General to find out what must happen to close them for good.
You're watching WBTV, the #1 choice for news at 11. Back after this.